Have you ever thought that you needed to have a personal testimonial before you went out there and started building or sharing your business? Well, in this episode, I'm going to share with you exactly what I did when I first started building my business and why I did not wait to have a personal testimonial of my own and how it affected my business. This episode is going to be amazing for you if you're in network marketing or you have products or services that you sell. So stay tuned. Welcome to episode 110. My name is Tanya Aliza, and I help entrepreneurs and network marketers create success fast, while most importantly, designing a lifestyle that you love. So if you're new here, consider subscribing because I put out a brand new training episode and free resource for you and your business each and every week. So this is going to be a little bit of an action episode. What is an action episode? Well, one where you got to take some action. So here's what I want you to do right now. And I mean right now. I want you to write down why you started your business. What got you excited? What compelled you to say yes? I'm going to be sharing with you in this episode how to share third-party stories, because third-party stories are going to be your best friend in your business. Even if you have your own personal testimonial that is amazing, that's total rock star, you still almost might not want to use your story. You might really want to use third-party stories instead, and I'm going to share with you why. So if you're out there sharing or selling, obviously that's what we're doing. We're actually selling something, right? We're selling an opportunity. We're selling products or services. When you have your own product or personal testimonial, people are going to be like, well, of course you're going to talk all these great things about this product or about this business because you're the one that's trying to get me to buy this thing or join this business. So of course you're going to have all these great things to share personally. So sometimes a personal testimonial might not be what you want to wait for because it's not going to be the tool. It's not going to be the strategy that's going to propel your success fast forward anyways. Now, don't get me wrong. A personal testimonial, when you have one, can be really powerful, especially if you can prove it or back it up with some, physical result or physical proof. However, I don't want you to wait to have a personal testimonial if there's enough proof already sitting in front of you and enough testimonials sitting in front of you that you can pull third-party stories from and use those in your business. So here's exactly what I did when I first got started in my business. So what was the reason why I joined my business in network marketing? Reason number one, I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. It was important for me to still make a healthy income. I wanted to work from my phone or laptop from anywhere in the world. That was very attractive to me. And I saw my friends who shared this business with me, I saw them create a ridiculous income in 2.5 years that some people dream of and never get to achieve. But more than just the money, I got to see them live a lifestyle with their kids that any parent would dream of. So when I saw what they were doing with this company, I literally was like, show me how to do what you're doing so that I can get the results that you're getting. Because for me, I want to be a stay-at-home lady boss. I still want to make a good income, but I definitely want to have lifestyle and free time. So that was the reason, a couple of reasons why I said yes, and then when I saw the products and I saw the opportunity behind it and I saw all of the testimonials and results that people were getting inside of this Facebook group, I was like, I am totally sold. So that was my story. And I suggest you write yours down. Why did you join? Who you are working with? What are the elements of why it is that you're doing what you're doing with who it is that you're doing it with? Write that down right now. It's so utterly important. Okay. I'm going to trust you wrote that down, or you might be coming back to this episode later, but write that down. It's going to be so important. Now, here's how to use this. When you go to talk to people, especially when you're first getting started in your business, you're going to go talk to people. You're going to share that as your story. You're going to say, hey, listen, something crossed my desk, got me so utterly excited. Here's why. I don't know if you know this, but I want to become a stay-at-home mom, or I want to become a mom And what's really important to me is I didn't want to have to go to work every day and worry about put my kids in daycare or have somebody else raise them. So it was really important for me to maybe try to find something that I could work from home part-time alongside what I'm doing right now, and have the ability to possibly replace my income, but have a lifestyle and have some free time to be able to stay at home with the kids or take the kids on vacation or go to Disneyland, whatever it is, okay? And then you're gonna say, listen, something crossed my desk. Here's who shared it with me. Here's what they've been able to do, or here's some of the results that I've seen that have been able to come from this so far. And basically what I've seen has gotten me so excited. I thought of you immediately. I think it will excite you as much as it has excited me. How soon can we carve out like 15 minutes together so I can show you what this is all about? I'm just so excited about what I've seen so far. Now, nowhere in that invite did I share any result of my own. I have been sharing, you can specifically share a result of a third party or a friend or whoever introduced you to your business. You don't have to have your own testimonial. In fact, so many times when I was just getting started in my business, you would actually hear me say, and a lot of my teammates who have been with me since the beginning will know that I said, hey, listen, I don't know all of the details, but here's why I'm excited. I don't know everything about this business, or I don't know everything about these products, but here's what I do know. And don't be afraid to say you don't know everything. People will totally respect that, but back it up with what you do know or what you have seen. And it can be somebody else's story. And today, I actually personally love sharing third-party stories when I'm doing three-way calls or I'm talking to my prospects. I love sharing other people's stories even more than I love sharing my own. And the reason for that is it works so much better. So I'm going to share with you a formula that I love on helping you to share third-party stories effectively so you pique the interest of your prospects and you get them wanting to know more. Now in this episode, since we're talking about how to share third-party stories and why you don't need your own testimonial before you go out there and share your product or start building your business. So since we're talking about that in this episode, I put together for you an amazing freebie, and I think you're going to love it. I'm going to give you my 5 third-party script ideas for if you're talking to somebody one-on-one, or if you're going to post a story on social media that you want to have capture attention and curiosity to have your prospect interested to learn more. So I've put 5 of my personal scripts that I use in person in conversation or in Facebook Messenger conversation or on Facebook as a post, 5 of my third-party script ideas that you can model and make your own in your business. And if you want these scripts or these social media post ideas, you can head over to the blog at TanyaAliza.com/110 download, the number 110 download. We'll leave a link right below in the description box that will take you over to the blog. Right on that post, you'll see the big yellow button that you can click to request those scripts. So we'll leave that for you there, and I think you're really going to love these third-party scripts because I think they truly will help you even increase your confidence when going out there and prospecting and piquing the interest of your prospects. Now, after you go through that freebie, what I want you to do is maybe come back to this episode and follow along because this is an action episode. So there's going to be 5. I want you to create 5 third-party testimonials that you can use in your business. So here's what's going to help you. There's going to be 5 elements that you're going to see on that download that you're going to get with this episode that we put together for you. There's going to be 5 elements on that sheet, okay? So there's 5 things that you want to share when it comes to a third-party story if you really want to hit all the elements that really pique the curiosity and get your prospects interested in learning more about what it is that you're doing. So when you're sharing a third-party story, number 1, you want to share who are they? Like, how do you know each other, right? So if you're talking about the people who enrolled you into your business, who are they and how do you guys know each other? Number two, what do they do for a living? Or what did they do for a living before network marketing? Because if you're sharing a third-party story with a teacher and you pull one of the previous teachers in your company that are having results with the business or the product, they're going to relate really nicely to that third-party story. So it's important for you to know in your third-party story, what did they do or what do they do for a living? Number three, you want to write down what life was like before the product or the business. So before, did they, if you're talking about product and you have a weight loss product, before, how much did they weigh, and what maybe some of their setbacks were. Maybe they didn't have enough energy to hang out with the kids or whatever the case may be. Maybe they couldn't go running with the kids. But life like after, which is going to be the next thing you're going to write down. What was it like after? How much weight did they lose? What is life like after? Did they increase confidence? Share a sentence or two about what life was like before. And then the next thing you want to write down on that third-party graph is what life was like or what life is like after. And then number five is what you personally thought once you heard their story, right? So I read Marcy's story and, I saw her personal testimonial in our Facebook group and I was like, oh my goodness, that is so incredible. And I have about 5 different friends that could probably relate to that story. So on that freebie that you get with this episode, I'm not only going to give you my 5 scripts, I'm going to break down the elements so you can see it in action on how they work. So number 1, who are they? Number 2, what do they do for a living? Number 3, what life was like before? Number 4, what is life like after? And number 5, what you thought when you heard their story. So I have a little story bank that I use and I kind of rotate those different third-party stories depending on who I'm talking to within a 3-way call or 3-way chat with my teammates or with one of my prospects personally. I'll pull one of those stories from the story bank that I believe will relate best to my prospect and I'll share that third-party story. Again, I like to share their stories even more than I like sharing my stories because I think they're more relatable. And again, if you'd like to see this in action, I've put together for you my 5 third-party script and social media post ideas that I use in my business, my personal stories, my personal story banks, and I'll show you exactly how I do this. You can pick up that resource over on the blog at tanyaaliza.com/110 download. Again, I'll leave a link directly to that blog post where you can get that resource and freebie right below in the description box here. Question of the week. Care to practice and share a third-party story in a couple sentences in the comment section below? I'd love to see it in action. So did you get some value out of today's episode? I truly hope you did. I truly hope you take action on this training today because really it is very powerful for your business. If you did love this episode and you want to share it with your team, click one of the like or share buttons above, below, or around this video, and I will see you on the next episode of Tanya Aliza TV.